Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Village Leadership Academy. I am so happy and excited to welcome you all to another virtual assembly. Here you have your teachers and supporters and advocates here ready to celebrate you because today is the day where we get to discuss, celebrate, and acknowledge our pillar of justice for the month of January and our green on point students. So in traditional fashion, as we know, I know Village Leadership Academy students are always ready. So I'm gonna start with the teacher / principal affirmation. And then I have some friends in here to help me with the student affirmation. So today is a new day for us to learn. We're going to think with our minds, work with our hands, be nice to our friends, and respect, which is one of our POJ's, Pillar of Justice characteristics. Respect all teachers and all students. I know Village Leadership Academy and our community is ready to begin. So we're going to begin. Let's begin with our student affirmation. And I have 4 fourth grade friends in here to help me with that. All right, let's get into position. Stand up, hands to our side. We're going to say our affirmation loud and proud. We can step forward. All right, are we ready? On the count of, are we ready?
We are always ready.
On the count of Jale 2, we got to say it loud because we're kind of far away from the screen. Jale 2. Let's try it again. Jale 2. I am young, strong, and proud. I love myself, my family, and my community. I can do anything I set my mind to because I come from a great legacy of people. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Louder. Together, together, together. Se puede, se puede, se puede. Loud and proud. Harambe, harambe, harambe. All right, first grade friends, thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you to those out there who recited our village and community affirmation with us. Thank you all very much, and you all can go back to your classroom. Thank you, friends. Thank you. So helpful. So helpful. Thank you. Yes, thank you, friends. Oh my goodness, that was so helpful. Thank you so much, community, for working with and through our affirmation today. Today, we're going to acknowledge our POJ for the month of January. Our month of January pillar of justice is responsibility. And we know responsibility is one of those characteristics that we all need to wear, and we all are at times required to wear. So we're going to begin in ascending order with our kindergarten teacher, Miss Roble.
Good morning, VLA. I'm going to start with reading my Green Party students. Our Green Party students for the month of January are Saeed, Tanaya, Nyla, Demaya, Mateo, Kason, Royal, Kenneth, Adonis, Davion, Amia, and Farida. And now I will move on to our POJ for the month. Being responsible can look different in many ways. Being responsible is being honest, compassionate, respectful, fair, having accountability, and courage. One student in our class shows responsibility every day. Each morning, I can count on the student to be ready for the day the minute they walk into the room. In kindergarten, we follow the same morning routine every day. I can always count on this student to follow the routine and help their classmates remember what to do. I'm extremely proud to announce Saeed as our class's pillar of justice for responsibility. Saeed's responsibility is reflected in his schoolwork and grades. He completes all his homework and makes sure to complete his classwork before moving on to the next item on the list. One example of responsibility Saeed shows time and time again is during quiet time. Staying silent can be hard for some kindergartners to do. I can always count on Saeed to be the shining example during quiet time, even if his classmates around him are being a distraction. Saeed, I am so proud to be your teacher. Keep up the amazing work. Saeed, you want to come over?
Congratulations, Saeed. That's so awesome. Thank you for showing responsibility in your community, in your classroom. And I'm sure, Saeed, what we do in our classroom carries over at home. So thank you for showing responsibility at home. We're going to keep it moving with our next second kindergarten class, kindergarten B, and Miss Forsey's class.
Good morning, BLA. I will start by introducing my Green On Point students for the month of January. These students are
You said Gabriel, right? Only Gabriel or both of them?
Mariama, Nuri, Ileana, Kai, Trayvon, Maya, Cameron, Jamila, and Andrew. And then I'm next going to announce my responsibility pillar of justice nominee for the month of January. And I'm actually going to have her on camera with me while I'm reading about her. So I am so proud to announce Ileana as our class's pillar of justice nominee for responsibility. Ileana always amazes me with how responsible she already is at the age of 5. When Ileana enters the classroom, you can tell she's going through her mental checklist of all the things she needs to do. Hang up her backpack, organize her cubby, take out her red folder, give me her homework, check her uniform. She's got the routine down and is always ready. At the end of the day, I don't ever have to worry about Ileana leaving behind her things. She takes responsibility and keeps track of everything that's important. Ileana regularly turns in completed, high-quality work, both in class and from her homework. She has motherly instincts that make my heart burst as her teacher. She's always looking out for those around her in class. She's quick to shoot her hand up and say, "Miss Forsey," if she notices that anyone in the class needs something. Ileana has a great grasp on her executive functioning skills, and it's so cool to see her learn and grow as the year progresses. Congratulations, and thank you for being so great, Ileana. Want to give a wave? Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Forsey, and thank you, Ileana. So important to carry those, your responsibilities well. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for contributing that to your community. And shout out to all of our Green Party students too. Let's move on to our first grade class. Our first grade class, Ms. Leopoldo's class, will be read by our second grade teacher, Mr. Reed.
All right, good morning, good morning. I'm so excited to be able to read first grade Pillar of Justice students and their POJ. As we know, it takes a village. So here I am being part of Miss Leopoldo's village. First grade Pillar POJ students for, Green Party students for January. Liam, Beth, Akshara, Allie, Ben, Sael, Mari, Arco, Mecca, Sincere, Genesis, Kamora, and Sierra. Congratulations, friends. Miss Leopoldo writes, "It is a huge honor to announce Callie Criddle as our POJ recipient for responsibility. When you are responsible, you do the right thing even when no one is watching. When you do or see something wrong, you fix it. You admit to your mistakes, you take care of yourself, others, and surroundings, and you are trustworthy and dependable. Callie, without a doubt, embodies everything responsibility means. A specific example of Callie being responsible was after a couple of days she was absent and came back to school, Callie put her belongings in her cubby and completed all of her morning tasks before approaching me about the classwork and homework that she missed. Without skipping a beat, she took care of her business and made sure she was caught up to speed. It doesn't stop there. On a daily basis, you'll hear Callie assisting her classmates, and you'll watch her take care of her materials. I am fully confident that Callie could run our entire morning meeting routine without me there. Maybe she'll do it today, we'll see. We are human, and because we are human, we make mistakes. What I admire about Callie is how she's grown in owning in her mistakes. Rather than being ashamed by them, she's shifting her mindset to own it and use her mistakes to learn. This is not an easy feat and something I even have to remind myself of. Callie, Callie, I may not be reading this to you right now. However, I am cheering you on no matter what. You are unique, you are brave, you are loved and supported. Continue shining bright wherever you are. Congratulations, Callie.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations, Callie. Congratulations. Thank you for contributing to your community. One other thing I know about Callie is that, yes, she's definitely responsible and has strong leadership skills, as do most of our students. We're going to move on again to our second grade class, and second grade will be read by their teacher, Mr. Reed. Thank you again, Mr. Reed.
All right, good morning, I'm back. That was quick. Our Green Point on-body students for second grade for the month of January is Lauren, Caitlin, Jacob, Kingston, Armel, Ryan, Imani, Hassan, Adrian, Caleb, Mario, Nirali, Sambo, and Layla. Congratulations. Now for the good part. That was the good part, but now for the best part. The POJ recipient for the month of January, exemplifying the pillar of responsibility, is none other than second grade's very own Mario Calderon. Abigail Ben-Bur once said, if you want children to keep their feet on the ground, put some responsibilities on their shoulders. Mario has kept his feet flat on the ground this quarter. All of the changes and new beginnings that second grade has tossed at him, he continues to demonstrate responsibility and ability to handle them. To name a few things, showing up to class on time, letting me know when he needs something, and completing his assignments. And smiling. Yep, you heard that right, smiling. Smiling is so contagious, and there's a responsibility in our classroom community to sow positive energy, which can be easily done through a smile or a kind word. Mario never misses an opportunity to demonstrate responsibility through helping others with a smile. Another aspect of responsibility that Mario has demonstrated is that of self-advocacy. Last week when we were queuing up to read the story of the week, Mario realized that he had misplaced his literacy book at home. He maturely exhausted all of his options for assistance before asking for a little help from me. As his friends waited patiently for us to have a quick conversation, it was without hesitation that Ryan offered her book to him. Mario could have become frustrated or embarrassed, but his commitment to responsibility and success kept him grounded. Mario, keep demonstrating responsibility to school, home, and in your community. It sure will take you places. In a world where Mario can be whatever he wants, he is responsible. Congratulations, Mario.
Very good, very good. Congratulations, Mario. Thank you for offering those contributions to your classroom. We're going to move on to our third grade class. Our third grade class, their Green Party and POJ, will be read by their teacher, Mr. Shaw.
Good morning, everybody. Jambo Habaragani. So I'm going to start off with my Green on Point students, Dora Jones, Mariana, Romello, Easter, Ever, Harmony, Ayel, Zuriel, Quentin, and Lauren. So now I'm going to address my POJ for this month. So may I speak? Okay, so responsibility traits are one of the essential qualities needed for continuous modeling in the classroom. Being accountable for their actions, being trusting, and turning work in on time is a mode for everyone to follow. My POJ recipient is always, for responsibility, is Mariana Easter. So everybody give Mariana a clap. And if you want to show your face, everybody just give her some props, give her a fist. Done a great job. So.
All right, Mariana, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for offering those contributions to your community. We love it, and we love to hear about it. We love to hear about all of those contributions that you all make to your classroom. All right, let's keep it moving to our 4A, our fourth grade class. Fourth grade A will be read by their homeroom teacher, Miss Perry.
Good morning, VLA. The Green Party students from 4A this month are Bolu, Arya, LaDeja, Anila, Jazara, Grace, Morgie, Zora, Kai, Kyla, and Kaden. Congratulations to those fourth graders who are going to the Green Party. And now I'm going to read our POJ tribute. I am excited to announce that this month's POJ Award for Responsibility is going to Zora Lord. Come on over, Zora. Do you want to come stand with me? Here she is, the one and only. In fourth grade, a big part of being responsible is learning to be independent. When I'm thinking about responsibility, I look for fourth graders who've learned the routines of the classroom and they don't need to be told what to do or how to do it. There are a lot of students in 4A who are showing these qualities, so this was a really hard choice, but Zora is the perfect example. Zora keeps her spaces organized, she keeps track of her own work, and she does all of her homework. In centers, when students have a lot of choices, Zora always makes the responsible choice, budgets her time thoughtfully, and turns in all the work that is expected of her. Zora also takes meticulous notes during class. Not only does Zora do these things for herself, but she also helps other students stay on track and helps our whole classroom keep running smoothly. Congratulations, Zora.
All right, congratulations, Zora. We appreciate the contributions you make to your community. We're going to keep moving to our 4B class, our fourth grade B, and their Green Party and POJ will be read by their homeroom teacher, Mr. Scruggs.
Morning, BLA. Here is our list of Green Party participants for 4B. Excited to bring along Addis, Ali, Anthony, Deaja, Eric, Gabe, Jaden, Maurice, Peyton, Riel, Sajan, and Tyreek. Nice round of applause for those participants. And our POJ recipient for responsibility. All right, our recipient. Our responsibility POJ recipient takes pride in making good choices for themselves, others, and for the good of our BLA community. This student starts their day with a daily checklist and rarely forgets a step. They understand that Practicing a skill daily makes it a strong habit. And this student builds strong habits. This student is responsible for their actions. When this student commits to doing an assignment or classroom job, you can be sure it gets done well. And lastly, this student is trustworthy. Knowing that part of being responsible for themselves and their community starts with honesty, because it is through honesty that we are all able to live our truest lives. Our POJ for responsibility goes to Habiba. Thank you for your hard work and congratulations on being our responsibility POJ recipient. Give it up for Habiba.
Whoop, whoop. All right, Habiba, congratulations. Thank you, Habiba, for showing and demonstrating responsibility in your community. We love it, and we love you. Let's move on to our 5th grade class. 5th grade will be read by their homeroom teacher, Miss Hamilton.
Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see you guys every day. I'm going to start off with my Green Party people, and I'm really proud of them. They have all 10s with no zeros and few absences. So I'm very, very proud of them. Madison Harper, Peyton Jackson, Kanye, Micaiah, Zaid, Hayden, Jaden, Peyton Walton, Cedric, London, Azariah, Telvir, and here's the drum roll, Zachary. Congratulations, you guys. I am so proud of you all. Everybody would have probably made it this year, but it was so many absences. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I missed one person, Jonte. How could I forget Jonte? I'm sorry, Jonte too. Great job. I'm very, very proud of them. They worked really, really hard trying to get all 10s. I'm really proud. Now, my PLJ for the month for responsibility. Responsibility is defined as the opportunity or ability to act independently and make decisions without authorization. The 5th grade PLJ for the month of January is Azariah Williams. Yay, Ozzy. He is the epitome of responsibility. He makes sure everyone in his group is staying on task and staying focused. I never have to remember anything because he always reminds me. When I give class and homework assignments, he is always one of the first ones to finish. When I post assignments on Google Classroom, he completes them all early. I have watched him with his classmates and his sister, and he tries very hard to be a good friend and a good brother. He is very caring and compassionate. He wants everyone to be successful, so he tries to help as much as he can and when he is needed. No one ever has to ask him for help because he will always volunteer. He is what my grandmother would say, he's been here before. Azariah is an amazing young man with big dreams and big ideas. He will go far. Thank you, Ozzy, for being you. Congratulations, Ozzy.
Congratulations, Azariah. Congratulations. And shout out to Miss Hamilton for being ready with the picture. We love it. We love it. We love it. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Azariah, for demonstrating and showing responsibility in your classroom. One thing I can say about responsibility is that it is contagious. And so when we see someone showing and demonstrating responsibility, taking care of their materials, taking care of their things, then it allows and inspires other people to do the same. So shout out to those that are demonstrating responsibility in our classroom. And one other thing I would like to note is that I know for a fact that it is hard, because I've been in that position, to choose our Pillar of Justice recipients, because I'm sure there's so many people to choose from, as I think Ms. Perry might have said. So shout out to those of you who are really stepping up and demonstrating those traits. Let's move on to our 6th grade class. 6th grade, we're going to hear from Mr. Celio and our Spanish teacher. He will read the on point students as well as the POJ.
All right. Can everyone hear me?
Yay, Bo.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. I'm going to get started with the POJ, not the POJ, the Green on Point recipients for the month of January. So for 6th grade class, we have Elena, Angel, Devin, Gabby, Jordan, Justin, Kaylin, Kayla, Layla, Maddie, Manelik, Nicholas, Neota, Brianna, Brae, and Jamal. So these are the Green on Point recipients. And then now I'm going to read the POJ for the month of January. So it is my pleasure to award the POJ for responsibility in the 6th grade class to Kaylin Jose. Kaylin is the epitome of a responsible student. She is a responsible, helpful, studious young lady and a critical component of our class. I do not have to constantly remind her of her duties. She knows what she's expected to do at any given time. She is very driven, and this has been reflected in her contributions to our class. If she is absent or confused about any assignment, she takes the initiative to inform her teachers and seeks help if needed. Kaylin not only completes her work responsibly and accurately, she's often one of the first volunteers when something needs to be done. She is a remarkable young woman who handles her responsibilities and knows how to have fun. So congratulations, Kaylin. And in the spirit of sharing memories that we might have had in the past of POJ recipients, I have a very short story that I would like to share with everyone about Kaylin. So a year ago, when we were doing remote learning, Kaylin inadvertently misplaced her Spanish book. So for the first few days, I would say maybe about a week or so, she didn't participate much in class. And I wondered what was going on with her. So I sent her a message, and then I spoke to her in private while we were doing Zoom classes. And she told me that she couldn't find her book. And without me asking her to do anything, she asked me to take a picture of the book cover, and the ISBN, which is the International Standard Book Number. And she went ahead and purchased the book so she would not miss a bit. So for me, that was a great sign of responsibility. So congratulations, Kaylin. Very good job.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Celio. And thank you, Kaylin, for demonstrating responsibility in your classroom. I know how it feels in light of Mr. Celio's example of your responsibility, I know how it feels when you don't have something for school. So for you to take that extra step and order what you need and make sure that you have all materials, that is an example of responsibility. So shout out to you, Kaylin. Let's move on to our 7th grade class. 7th grade will be read by their homeroom teacher, Miss May.
Hello, everyone. So congratulations, Kaylin. I'm very excited for you and glad that you get a chance to be recognized because you are wonderful and responsible in many other wonderful things. So hope you're watching. Also, in terms of 7th grade, who has qualified for our Green on Point party? We have 3 students. So we have Randy Thomas, Ms. Nala Honey Burns, and Jada Pryor. And so congratulations to those three. Hope y'all are on A. Shout out to y'all. This means that they had not only excellent behavior this month, but also no missing assignments. They were keeping up with their work. So it should be no surprise that for our pillar of justice this month, one of those three students is who we have selected to be the responsible pillar of justice. And so when I grow up, I've said this before about this student, I hope to be more like this student. I am proud to present this month's award to Ms. Nala Honey Burns. I can always count on Nala to come through. She completes her work, exhibits self-discipline, and takes care of herself and others. Beyond that, she takes responsibility for her actions. Not only does she own up to her mistakes, but anyone who has spent time with her knows she is thoughtful and proactive. She is a pillar of positivity for our classroom community. When her friends and classmates are struggling, she advocates for them and makes sure they have support. Shout out to her and her and Tanaya's friendship. It's a beautiful thing. She seems to take responsibility not just for herself, but for the well-being of others. I have witnessed her comfort friends, de-escalate conflicts, and go out of her way to affirm people in and outside of our class. Congratulations, and keep growing in all the beautiful ways that make you, you. Congratulations, Nala, who also sometimes goes by Nyla. I'm not saying it wrong. It can be either.
All right, Nyla. Now I'm like, am I saying it right? Nyla. Okay. Thank you, Nyla. Thank you for demonstrating responsibility in your classroom community. Shout out to you. Let's move on to our 8th grade homeroom teacher and our graduating class, Miss Parker. Whoop, whoop.
Hey there, VLA. Happy Friday to you. I am so excited to share with you guys my Green on Point students for the month of January. As you know, we had some challenges in January getting back and things of that nature, but these students rose to the occasion and hit the ground running. Congratulations to Adriana, Zion, Emilio, Sincere, Conrad, Munashe, Ajani, and Madison. Woo, 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 woo. Yay! I'm so excited for you guys. Enjoy. And so now it's time for my pillar of justice for 8th grade. I just want to start off by saying, this is not on my script, but I just want to start off by saying, 8th graders are like the leaders of the school. They're at the top, right? And so a lot of the students here look to them to be examples. And while many of my students display responsibility as a pillar of justice, this particular student just stands out, okay? As a member of VLA's education team, one of my greatest joys is observing every student as they grow, learn, and develop strong character. The Pillar of Justice tribute gives me the amazing opportunity to express my appreciation to my wonderful ones. That's what I call them. My wonderful ones are my babies, for allowing me to watch them flourish. This month's Pillar of Justice is responsibility. And responsibility includes recognizing the impact of your decisions, owning the victories, mishaps, and everything in between. It requires special insight to think ahead before acting and speaking and making decisions with wisdom. It's being disciplined in all you're entrusted to do with excellence. A responsible person sees the needs of others and works to fill in the gaps, challenging and empowering others to do the same. Emilio Canelo, yes, Emilio Canelo is truthful. He shares his insights with me and his classmates consistently every time he sees a need. He owns his mistakes and his successes. Whenever I ask the class if they're ready, Emilio is always the first one to chime in saying, "We're always ready." Emilio challenges his schoolmates to tell the truth and own their actions. And I so enjoy his honesty, his can-do work ethic, and his willingness to let other people shine. It is an honor and a privilege to watch you grow, Emilio. Way to go.
Way to go, Emilio. Way to go. One thing I can say about our POJ acknowledgements, they are always an insight to what you all are doing in your classroom, and they're just so heartwarming. So shout out to all of our Pillar of Justice students and recipients for the characteristic responsibility. We know that sometimes responsibility is not the easiest hat to wear, but we push through and we make it happen for our community and for ourselves. So we're going to move on to, actually, I'm going to rewind a little bit because I do want to share with you all where our Pillar of Justice or our Green Party On Point Party will be. Our On Point Party will be on site. So we will have an on-site Green Party for you all. It'll be full of games, carnival type games, as well as music and lots of fun. So Ms. Henderson, our Director of Student Enrollment, will be sharing more details with you about that later. Shout out to you all for making the Green On Point Party and our recipients for POJ. We're going to keep it moving with our Friday Funny. So I have a joke. I have one. And then those of you who have one, I see Morgie has one as well. And Ms. Parker is going to contribute to Friday Funny. Here's my joke for Friday Funny. What does a clock do when it's hungry? So what does a clock do when it's hungry? It goes back 4 seconds. It goes back for seconds.
Oh.
Like, you see?
Okay.
That was good.
See, y'all see some, had y'all thinking for a minute. Had the group thinking for a minute. I love it. So let's hear from Morgie. Morgie, I see you're all ready for Friday Funny.
Some of the fourth graders in here were still processing that last one.
Oh, okay. See, 4 seconds, like clocks go back and then you go back for seconds. So
Go ahead, Morgie.
Why don't you see elephants hiding in trees?
Why?
Because they're so good at it.
oh, elephants hiding in trees because they're good at it. Is that what I heard? Awesome. I didn't. Oh, that one went phew. All right, but shout out
An umbrella
to you.
joke.
Oh, got it. That is hilarious. Thank you for that contribution, Morgie. All right, Miss Parker.
All right, so in honor of our crazy weather we've had this week, what do mathematicians do after a storm?
What?
They make snow angles.
Snow angles. I love it. And I could hear Miss Harris saying, that was funny. Shout out. Thank you so much, Miss Parker. I do have some announcements. Oh, is that a second grader with the joke? And then, oh, sorry, I'm now looking at the chat. So I see a second grader, Caitlin, and then Miss Hamilton has a joke. Go ahead, Caitlin.
What does a star say when it's hungry?
I don't know. What does a star say when it's hungry?
I'm starving.
I'm starving. Very well done, Caitlin.
Starving. Awesome. Hilarious. Good job, Caitlin. Let's hear from Miss Hamilton.
Okay, here's my joke. What did the triangle say to the circle?
What's that?
You're so pointless.
Oh, pointless, because they have no point. Awesome. Hilarious. Thank you all for sharing. I think that's everyone. Thank you all. We're going to go through announcements. I'm going to share a few announcements with you all. So we do know that our Green On Point party will be here in school. Shout out to Ms. Henderson for organizing that. I do want to also announce that we, as a community, have weekly COVID testing. So that has been something that started last Thursday and will continue each Thursday. Each Thursday, we have weekly COVID testing for our students and staff. Parents, if you haven't signed up for weekly COVID testing, we do strongly encourage that you do so. Results are usually emailed no later than Saturday or Sunday. Another thing I would like to announce is our second quarter is about to end. So second quarter will be ending today. Yes, today is the end of second quarter, February 4th. And our parent-teacher conferences with the end of second quarter is usually followed by parent-teacher conferences. Our parent-teacher conferences are February 11th. So February 11th will be an opportunity for all of our teachers to meet with families and discuss the progress of students. I'm sure that each homeroom teacher has communicated anything about late assignments. So if you're turning in assignments or if you still have assignments to get in, please reach out to your homeroom teacher, as I'm sure they've communicated their expectations for that. The last thing that I would like to announce is our 100th day. So 100th day of school is coming up. Yes, we've been in school for almost 100 days. And we'd love to celebrate 100th day of school, the 100th day of school here at Village Leadership Academy. And that will be February 24th. So that'll mark the 100th day of school, and that will be celebrated by our kindergarten through third grade classes. So shout out to our community for the community that will be organizing that. All right, good people. Well, thank you all for joining us today. Teachers, do we have any other announcements or anything that I might have missed? No other announcements?
I have one. I just wanted to name the students that I missed.
Oh, yes, sorry about that.
Tatum and Armel are also on the Greenpoint party list. I am so sorry, guys. My screen was too high and I missed their names. But congratulations again to all my students. You guys did a great job this month. I'm so proud of you.
Shout out to you, Tatum and Armel. And yes, thank you for mentioning that, Miss Hamilton. Well, good people, thank you all for joining us today. Thank you all for being a part of our village. Shout out to teachers for, I know today has been, or today, this week has been a very interesting and unusual week, maybe. So shout out to you all for all that you do, for carrying the torches that you carry. I love you. I respect you and I honor you today and every single day. And let's not forget that this month is Black History Month. So we do want to acknowledge Black History Month, even though for us, Black history is something that we honor, acknowledge, and do 365. So, but we do want to acknowledge that. So thank you all. Thank you, community. Thank you, Village Leadership Academy. I will see you all in the hallways. Peace.